Have you ever poured your heart out to your parents about a big decision? Maybe a career path, a major in college, or a personal goal, only to feel like they're not really listening? You're not alone. That frustration, that invisible gap between you and your parents, is something so many of us experience. It's like you're speaking different languages, and no matter how hard you try, you can't get them to see your side. But here's the thing. Convincing your parents to trust and support your choices isn't impossible. It's a skill you can learn, and it starts with understanding why they might not be on board. In this video, we're diving deep into the art of bridging that generational divide, building trust, and making your voice heard. Ready to change the conversation? Let's get started. Think of convincing your parents like a high-stakes negotiation. You're not just asking for their approval, you're seeking a deal that benefits both sides. Like any negotiation, you need to anticipate their objections, find common ground, and present your case with confidence. But here's where it gets tricky. Parents often hold the upper hand. They've got years of experience, and let's be honest, they've seen you at your messiest, spilling juice as a toddler, forgetting homework, or making questionable choices as a teen. So, when you pitch a bold idea, like switching majors or starting a business, they might hesitate. And that hesitation isn't always about being stubborn or out of touch. It's often about their perspective on what's best for you. So why don't parents always listen? Let's flip the script and start with the reasons we often jump to. Maybe you've thought, they're too controlling, or they're stuck in the past, pushing their unfulfilled dreams on me. Or perhaps, they're always comparing me to other kids. Sound familiar? These are easy explanations to lean into because they put the blame on them. But here's the catch. These are external factors, things you can't easily change. In any negotiation, focusing on what you can't control is a losing game. Instead, let's look inward and ask the tougher questions. Could it be that your parents don't fully trust your judgment? And if so, why? This is where things get real. Parents might doubt you because, frankly, you haven't always given them reasons to trust you. Let me share a story. I once knew someone who was passionate about pursuing a creative career. They told their parents, "This is my dream. I'll make a living doing what I love." But when asked, "What's your backup plan if it doesn't work out?" Or, "How will you support yourself while you build this career?" they froze. No answers, no plan, just passion. That's a problem. Passion is awesome, but without a clear strategy, it can look like a risky gamble to your parents. Or think about this. If you've jumped from one big idea to another, giving up when things got tough, your parents might see a pattern of flakiness. Or maybe you've asked for money to start a project but haven't shown you can manage your daily expenses responsibly. These moments add up, and they shape how your parents view your reliability. Globally, studies show that trust is a key factor in family dynamics. For example, a 2023 survey by the Pew Research Center found that 65% of parents worldwide say they worry about their children's decision-making skills, especially in their teens and early 20s. That's not because parents are inherently skeptical, it's because they've watched their kids stumble and learn. They're not just judging your current idea, they're weighing it against every time you forgot to do chores or spent your allowance in one weekend. Harsh? Maybe, but it's human nature. The good news? You can change their perception by focusing on what you control. So, how do you build that trust and make your case? Here are 2 game-changing strategies. First, earn their confidence through consistent actions. Trust isn't handed out for free. It's earned step by step. If your parents see you as impulsive or immature, prove them wrong with small, deliberate actions. Keep your promises, even on little things like doing the dishes when you say you will. Show responsibility in your schoolwork, job, or finances. For example, if you want to convince them to let you study abroad, start by managing a part-time job or saving up for a big purchase. These actions signal that you're capable of making smart, adult decisions. You don't need to be perfect, nobody is. But showing you're reliable in the small stuff builds a foundation for them to trust you with the big stuff. Second, prepare like a pro. Nothing says, "I've got this," like coming to the table with a well-thought-out plan. Anticipate their concerns, and have answers ready. Let's say you want to major in a field they think is impractical, like graphic design. They might ask, "How will you find a job?" Don't just shrug, hit them with facts. You could say, "I've researched this. Graduates in this field can work as freelancers, in-house designers, or for tech companies. According to industry reports, demand for creative professionals is growing by 10% annually, with starting salaries averaging $50,000 in major cities. Plus, I'm already taking online courses to build my portfolio." Boom. That's not just passion, it's preparation. By addressing their worries with data and a clear vision, you show you're serious and capable of thinking things through. Convincing your parents to trust your choices isn't a one-time talk, it's a journey. It takes patience, self-reflection, and a willingness to see things from their perspective. They're not your enemies, they're just worried about your future. By building trust through consistent actions and backing your ideas with solid preparation, you can bridge that generational gap and turn skepticism into support. This isn't just about winning an argument, it's about proving to yourself and your parents that you're ready to take charge of your life. So, start small, stay persistent, and watch those conversations transform. You've got the power to make your voice heard. Now go make it happen.